What is it? Is it any different having a good number of these guys back for the first time in a couple of years, that you almost don't have to start over, that you've got some experienced guys to count on?
Asked me in about 5 months. You always got to start over, so it doesn't matter. Guys come back and they got to be focused. They got to work hard. They got to start over in regards to the fundamentals and competing and earning their positions, and the chemistry, the leadership, all of those things. So commitment level was really good last year, and we'll see if it's the same, if not better this year. But it needs to be if it's going to have any chance to be as good, if not improved.
How smooth has the transition been with Todd Bates, and what are some of the similarities and differences between his coaching style and Dan Brooks and Marion Hobbies?
Well, there's no comparing those guys. I don't really concerned with comparing. It's been good though. Todd's a smart guy. He's got a good experience for being a young coach, and as a former defensive lineman, he gets it. He understands. He's not only a player, at Alabama. He's a very good player, and so he understands the game inside and how to be violent and fast with your eyes, hands, and feet. And he's a good technician, a good teacher, and understands young people. And has got a lot of pride, a lot of toughness to him, good energy. So he's been really good.
Brent, as you prepared for spring practice, what was your biggest concern personnel-wise?
Just everything. You start over. Who's your leaders? Building depth. Competing to replace really good players and really good leaders in Ben and Carlos and Jadar and Cordray. Those are that four-headed horseman, plus Pagano are some really good football players and a bunch of tough guys and great leaders. So you got to replace them with good players and tough guys and great leaders, and you have to earn that though too. You got to earn it, and that takes time. To judge a guy and to rate a guy and to grade a guy, it takes time.
With so many good young linebackers on this roster, do you plan to rotate them, cross-train them all across the board and see where everybody fits best?
We're doing that already, so we're hoping to find out more about guys by playing them at different positions, getting them out of their comfort zone, seeing who can handle it, and trying different lineups. And Dorian and Kendall coming back, in particular, two guys that were starters, both great leadership, and Dorian played his best year of football since he's been here, and Kendall was just outstanding, ultra consistent, and really played well as well. So hopefully they'll stay hungry, and but what I like about both of them, they come here, they're hungry and ready to work.
You think for Coach Kahn, it's kind of like riding a bike. He's back in the.
The big guy, the big fellow in the back. Coach Kahn, what?
Coach Kahn back in the swing of things on the field again. Is it kind of like riding a bike for him, being back on the field with the players?
So. Yeah, same thing. Mickey's had a wealth of experience and a former defensive back. We're not reinventing the wheel. 3 deep, quarters is quarters, man's man. So, he's a very good teacher. Understands the game, understands big picture, understands young people. Same thing. Understands how to motivate them, how to discipline them, how to keep them engaged. All those things. So, he's picked up right where he left off at Grayson.
Do you feel like you're have two spots wide, open at that cornerback spot? Is there a guy that you think, I think he has a lead here, and the same thing at the safety?
About lead. I would just say that Ryan Carter was terrific last year in a variety of roles we used him. Had a very good year and was good in the winter conditioning, short-lived. But we think that he can be multiple again. We're hopeful he'll be ready to continue to play how we did a year ago. But he was really good, and then we think we got some good young players there, and Mark Fields and Trayvon and Kayvon, and really should start it with Marcus Edmonds, who made some incredible plays last year, and he's been a great leader and worker. He's quiet but unassuming, but super consistent. And I'm missing somebody. Just those, yeah, because Adrian's not here. So, and then Kate.